And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I'm not that familiar with the Transformers lore from the cartoons. I'm only familiar with the live-action movies. The live-action movies are the only lore I know. Because of the movies, I am familiar with Unicron. If you were the writer of the second, third, fourth, and fifth movies, what villain would you have used instead of Megatron? Or would it have still been Megatron? Would Megatron have a partner? Like, would Megatron have a new villain as a partner? If y'all would have brought Unicron in earlier, what movie would it have been? Maybe Dark of the Moon, because their whole plan was to bring Cybertron into Earth's atmosphere. And if Earth had been Unicron from the beginning, Unicron could have consumed Cybertron. Maybe Dark of the Moon, because think about it. If Earth was Unicron from the beginning, and Earth was being and Cybertron was being brought into Earth's atmosphere, Unicron would have consumed Cybertron. I mean, Cybertron got so close to Earth, you could see Cybertron from Earth. If Earth was Unicron, then Cybertron would have been destroyed anyway. It's like after the third movie, after Dark of the Moon, things just stopped making sense. Okay. If y'all want me to talk more about Transformers, let me know in the comments, or like the video. But if you are interested in this content, please subscribe. Okay, let's check this trailer out.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before, we were enemies. We were like brothers.
You ready?
Always ready. Let's punch in.
Hey,
Testing.
What did you say?
It's not like he can transform.
Hey, Darkwing. Oh, my finger can transform. Guess which one?
Allow me.
No captions. Okay. Let me see if I can find one that has captions. Because I'll be talking, very likely, while the trailer's playing. This one's 20 seconds, about 24 seconds shorter than this one. Let's see if there's a reason why.
For thousands of years, we have been at
Okay, I don't talk during trailers because I try not to, because this might be y'all's first time watching the trailer. But if I think about it, y'all have the option of watching the trailer by itself, and y'all came here to hear what I have to say about it. Well, this is my first time watching it too, so I might talk, but I'll probably be rewinding it. Well, this is my first time watching it too, so I might talk, but I'll also be rewinding it in case I miss something. Okay.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before...
Okay.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before, we were enemies. We were like brothers.
You ready?
Always ready. Let's punch in. Hey, watch where you're going.
What did you say?
It's not like he can transform.
Hey, Darkwing. My finger can transform. Guess which one?
Allow me.
I appreciate you having my back.
No matter what.
What is that?
Sending location coordinates.
Under attack!
It's an SOS message from the surface.
Fantastic.
It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
A cave with teeth. Nothing scary about that. Holy Primus.
I see strength in you. Take these and access your full potential.
We can transform now!
How do we use these things?
Come on!
How you choose to use this power is up to you. We roll out.
Powder.
Transform and roll out.
I want to help build a better world.
Powder.
Transform and roll out.
I want to help build a better world.
Like you said, we can be so much more.
Maybe it's just me, but he's different.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that.
I picked up on that too.
What happened to my best friend?
Burn it down! All of it!
We have to stop him.
We could have built the future together.
I don't think so.
Decepticons! Rise up! Incoming!
Come on!
Awesome!
That's what I'm talking about!
Now is the time for us to stand up. Together. As one.
Look, that's Starscream, and you're Shockwave and Soundwave. Enough. Gosh, raise your hand if Wave is in your name. There's a lot of waves.
Okay. So Megatron definitely turns into a bad guy in this movie. And they work the title into the story. We fight together as one. Sounds more like Megatron, doesn't it? My name is Optimus Prime. We fight together as one. It's kind of a bad impression. Okay. Before I mentioned how the animation looked. Let's see if that's changed. Nope. Still looks like a Nickelodeon cartoon. Wow. Wow. Megatron is on the same side, and they're on the same. Wow. Megatron and Optimus in both images are standing off the same way. Megatron is on the left, Optimus is on the right. I can see a difference. I mean, one looks like it's got a big budget attached to it, and the other one looks like it doesn't. Other than how the budget looks on the animation, this still looks like it would fit in this world, right? Like, this and this are not too far apart. I mean, this looks like a kid's movie, along with this being a kid's show. What is Transformers 1 even rated? Has it not been rated yet? Because I don't see a rating. Other than this. Yeah, the rating would be right here. And it's not been rated yet. Steve Buscemi is Starscream. Let's listen to that again.
Look, that's Starscream, and you're Shockwave and Soundwave. Enough. Gosh, raise your hand if Wave. Soundwave. Enough. Gosh, raise.
I can't hear his voice in that. I can picture him doing a voice like that, but I just can't hear his voice. The animation is definitely not bad. I mean, you can tell that there's a big budget behind it. I'm still not sure if I'll see this in theaters. I might rent it. The origin of Optimus shouting his catchphrase. Autobots, transform and roll out. I know that doesn't sound like him. Autobots, transform and roll out. Y'all have heard my Optimus impression before. If not, here's the video for that. Which animation style do you prefer? CGI in live action or CGI completely animated? They definitely built on the previous trailer for sure. I don't think I'm a big fan of these designs. When you compare this with this, I think in a way I prefer this. I mean, I know Bumblebee looks closer to this in the actual cartoons, but I mean, take away Optimus, take away the name. If all you saw was this, what would you think it was? Would you immediately say Bumblebee? Or would you just assume it's a yellow robot of some kind? I mean, take away these people, take away the background, take away the name. If all you saw was this face, what would you assume it was? Bumblebee. I mean, you would probably have to tell a lot of people that this is Bumblebee for them to know that. Let's check out some numbers. How much did it cost them to make this movie? Okay. For Bumblebee, the budget was $135 million. For Transformers 1, it was around 150 to 200 million. A Rotten Tomatoes score of 57%. Okay, in total, Bumblebee made $467,989,645. It made way over its budget. I think that this movie is the best out of all of them, except for Bumblebee. I mean, the story really takes itself as serious as it can with this movie. I mean, the first one was the first one also took itself about as seriously as it could. With the Transformers being involved in the Mars rover footage. This movie, the Transformers are involved in the NASA moon landing. First movie, Mars rover. Third movie, the moon landing. The second movie, nothing really historical. The closest thing to historical is the pyramids. But I mean, that's not very historical when you compare it to the Mars rover and the moon landing. I mean, Revenge of the Fallen could easily be forgotten. I don't know a lot about the Transformers lore, but I do understand that there is more than one villain. If you were the writer, what villain would you put in what movie instead of Megatron? Would you let Megatron be in the first movie and let him stay dead after that? Or would you bring him back also? And would you put the Fallen in the second movie or another character? Would you wait until the end of the fifth movie to introduce Unicron? Or would you have introduced him earlier, such as in Dark of the Moon? When you compare movies like this one that really go into the Transformers world with this one, Michael Bay's movies with this, you can easily tell which movie is made by an actual fan and which movie is made by someone making a commercial. Was Michael Bay a fan of the Transformers? From what I understand, no. What was he a fan of? Cars. He had experience in making commercials for cars. So, of course, a movie series, or at least one movie that involved filming cars, obviously was interesting to him. When you look at it that way, I guess it kind of starts to look bland, you know. It starts to look like the director didn't care about it that much. You know what I mean? It starts to basically look lifeless compared to this. This is kind of sad. This isn't. I mean, I'm not a fan of the CGI animation. I mean, it just looks a little bit too Nickelodeon movies to me. It looks quite a bit like something that studio would make. They're not involved, are they? No. So Nickelodeon Movies is not involved